Miami Nightlife.
Okay.
You were good at this.
I always feel like if you're going to do things, you should try your best to excel at them. Hey, I'm Ryan Dempster.
I'm Kevin Millar.
Yeah, we played together for a long time, Kevin and I. We did. Today, we're going to play a little game, called Flip Something Up There. All right, we'll go first right here. Ready? We're going to flip something up there. What do we got?
Calgary Cannons.
Yes. What do you got for me?
Cold place. It was my first cup of coffee in left field. It was 38 degrees, and I hit a walk-off home run, and you had to protect me.
We came in after a big win into the locker room, and you just said, you know what, boys? I'm saying it right now. Best of 7, us against the big league team. If we get home field advantage, we win. Winner stays.
And I just hit a walk-off home run, so I was filling my O's thinking I was really cool. It wasn't that cool. It was really sad because the next day we had coast to coast.
Yep.
Minor league mouth off, shut his mouth. You got called up.
Yeah, I get called up like 2 days later, and I'm excited. I get to go to the big leagues. Like, yeah, this is happening, man. Here we go. Here we go. And all anyone did said, "What's wrong with Millar? Why did Millar say that?" I'm like, yeah, hey, I'm here too, you know. Congratulations to me, making this back up to the show.
Protect me, Ryan. I don't think I'm ever going to go to the big leagues now.
And I remember a week later, I think you got called up.
Dave Dombrowski, who's now the great general manager, president of all the great teams that are winning World Series now with the Phillies, but said he was our general manager and said, let's just let Millar come up here and fall on his face. I didn't fall on my face, thank the good Lord above. And Derek got called up in September and said, that was absolutely BS. I wish he would have hit 150 because now he missed arbitration eligible, but D-Lee made $100 million and everything.
He was all right. He turned out good, yeah. Well, that was that one. So let's just go ahead and get rid of that. All right, what's next? You flip this time.
Oh, I'll flip this
one. So you
one.
flip this one up there.
Wow.
Ooh.
Miami Nightlife.
Okay.
You were good at this.
You
really love to go out and...
I always feel like if you're going to do things, you should try your best to excel at them.
These places back then didn't open up till 2 a.m. And see, that's why we played well at home. I feel that a lot of teams went out in the nightlife.
I would see them when I would go out. I would see a lot of those guys out there. I think one of my favorite things about the Miami Nightlife was post-game naps for night games. Like, we would have a night game, go take a nap at home, and then Cliff would call me or text me and be like, this is where we're going. And one of my favorites ever was we went out pretty late, I think till like, you know, the sun was coming up.
Yeah,
and
6:38.
We were hungry. So we went to a Waffle House. We're sitting there, and the guy to my right, Cliff's to my left, and my buddy Evan's sitting next to him, and the guy's reading the paper, and he's got the sports section. And on the sports section says, Floyd to return from the injured list.
The deal.
Yeah, he was coming off that day, and we were at the Waffle House that morning after being
at the Miami Nightlife.
Yeah, so Miami Nightlife, whew, that's some memories right there. Get rid of that one.
Flip.
I'd do that again though.
All right, thank you.
All right, what do we got here? Oh, the skipper.
Oh my.
Yeah, Jim Leyland. Look at that, by the way. Look at that uni.
Nobody smoked a cigarette as quick and fast as Jim Leyland. You would go in after grounding out the short. I was a professional 6'3", 5'3" guy, so I'd come in and I'd want to snap down below. I try not to show the emotion out there, but I'd go in the bathroom to go potty, and there'd be 17 cigarettes that were just like 2 puffs and just thrown out. And I'll tell a quick story. We just went off on us. We were a young team. They won the World Series in '97.
Poor man won the World Series.
And
then has us the next year. Like, didn't even get to celebrate it for a year, not even for a little bit.
At all. So here we are. He comes in the snaps. We've lost a lot of games in a row. He's snapping. He would leave. As soon as he leaves, we'd come up and then, and one more thing. And we'd sit down and then one more thing.
He said, I'm calling the cops and having your ass arrested for impersonating a Major League Baseball.
Impersonating a Major League uniform. That was us, because that's how bad we were. He walked off and it was click, click, and you heard boom, and he fell. Well, that next day, we've never seen Jim Leyland wear spikes ever again.
You know what? He was right. We weren't Major League ball players yet.
No, we were impersonating.
Yeah, but we turned it around. Yeah, well, let's
Jim
flip
Leyland,
one.
One of my favorites.
Flip something up there. Oh man.
The Big Papi.
The best, right?
Yeah, this was David Arias, David Ortiz.
Played against him as David Arias.
My whole thing is you're not good looking, but you're handsome. You know, so the richer they got, the better looking they got, and you know, they start filling in the gaps. And I will tell you one story about David Ortiz. He was hitting 180, and I was with the Blue Jays, and he hadn't had a home run, and it was like the end of April or whatever it was. So he picked me up, and it was like a Toyota Corolla, and taking me to school. And I'm like, and he's dressed in like a golf shirt, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? First of all, I need you to pick me up in your Ferrari, the Big Papi. I need all of the stuff.
I need logos.
He was dressed like a little white boy golfer. I said, you're not that guy. You're not that guy. The next day, he picks me up. He had the Ferrari, He had the bling, he had the watches, the necklace, and I promise you when I say this, he hit a home run that night. I was on the bench, he watching, and he hit a home run, and he looked at me and kind of gave me a wink. But that was the key to him. Stop. You are Big Poppy. Don't ever pick me up in that Corolla. We need the whole license plate Poppy, so one of our favorites, right?
He's the best, man. Like 2013 with the World Series team, the way he treated everybody. Every time we won a round to go to the next round, the party at his house was bigger and bigger. We had cauldrons of paella out front, like this massive thing. A guy had to walk around in a circle just to stir it up. I'm like, dude, what happens next? Next party, we got hot air balloon rides or what? He's like, ooh, that's a good idea. Let's do hot air balloons. Like, this dude is just like the best, the most generous soul I'd ever been around.
Biggest hitter ever.
Oh my God, most clutch hitter in the postseason. The things he could do, the way he treated his teammates, you know. And I always love that before that speech when he went out there that day and said,
"This is our city."
He didn't know what he was going to say. Like, he knew he was going to say some stuff.
Authentic.
And he goes, I don't know what I'm going to say, but you're not going to want to miss it. Well, there you have it. That's us just flipping one up there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Kevin Millar, Ryan Dempster. We'll see you guys later.